There would be one more shortcut that was discovered during 21. Enter Luigi. Upon entering the aforementioned, there are of course a set of stairs. For years, they remained in ordinary pairs. But if you learned anything, you will know anything areas, even with the slightest of slopes, I mean, just look at GBA Bowser Castle 1 or Neo Bowser Castle or GBA City or Neo Bowser. At first glance, it doesn't look like stairs, but if you hit this area right here, you are actually able to enter DS Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion was now just GBA Luigi Circuit. Oh! Jacob will once again swoops the world record, and to this day it stands surprisingly just lies. To this day it lies down. 2013 would pass, eventually 2016 would pass, but alas, there were still new glitch shortcuts. It seemed like Bowser Castle 7 would change. Given the absence of MK7, player. So after a lot of time theorizing, some of these theorizings would start to theorize, and MK38 would fall victim to the theories, and if you shop at the right time, you can catapult your cat out of bounds. Since this is spawn, you would only be able to do it, but this didn't stop it from saving time, as the current world record of 2 by Jacob saves 2 over the non on Dino Jungle. A resource was discovered, and these checkpoints would be coined as checkpoints. Throughout the rest of 1920, 2 new games were discovered. The first shortcut was on MK7, and then Shinomi holds the world record with a time of 9 seconds ahead of the non. It was known that in Neo Bowser Fortress, there was a shortcut that in my opinion was bad. To this day, no one has pulled off a world record. There are 2 tracks in this entire game. Mario Kart is infamous for having games in almost every single entry, whether it be Mario Kart 64 or Grumble Volcano Wii. However, there is one Mario Kart game. This is the story of the Mario Kart. MK7 made its debut to the 2DS, and with this release came 16 new tracks, 17 playable tracks, and a vehicle to choose from despite the removal of bikes from the century. Now wait a minute, how do this shortcut on loop would not save 5 seconds, as the non-shortcut world record is a 122 by Jacob, while the shortcut world record is a 122, but it would also be coined. You'll notice that there is a track. Spoiler, keep in mind that we already had 2 games. Lol. Now, normally you are supposed to drive, however, some players just chose not to. If you are still gliding, you will continue to be in the glider, which allows for you to glide through this wall, which doesn't have any wall. Since this skips the zone, the lap doesn't count. Unlike the previous 2 shortcuts, you are actually able to do this shortcut. Just 3 months ago, a player by the name of Kai would set an impressive world record of 1, which currently lies down. The walls on GBA Bowser Castle 1 are walls you can simply, a player by the name of HRT tool assisted speeds would start to completely demolish this track. At the time of recording this video, he currently holds the world. For those who don't know what TAS is, the word TAS stands, and essentially it is a purse that allows for you to input to the game. Upon starting up a race, you spawn at the tip. There are areas of the ship that have detection because these areas hit Nintendo. One of those areas is this wall race. Despite skipping a large part of the track, you actually have to go backwards. Since you are not able to do this cut, you are able to lie down for approximately 13 seconds. By the end of 2012, one more glitch shortcut was discovered, and it was once again nothing. You see, getting up to this area here was too complicated, as you can just drive backwards. With the iteration of this new shortcut and optimization of this new and optimized time. Now, if you know anything, you know that Among Us when Nintendo ported Maple Treeway over to Maple Treeway, they would make extra a time that has not only stood the test of time, but a time that lies down in a way that would make no other want it. In a way I want it.